To shed more light on the event, we are very much delighted to have with us via phone Dr. Muhammad Qaoud, our tourism expert. Thank you very much for being with us, sir, and a very good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Sir, of course, the Giza Plateau, our pyramids plateau, does not need any propaganda. But yet, when we do have events like that, it's more than propaganda. It's a mix between the past and the present. It's to say that our old civilization is capable of hosting new artists who can show their talent in this wonderful place. How do you see the exhibition as an event, its location, and the keenness of Egypt to host such events?
So, firstly, having such an event has such a great impact on us, like Art Egypt, and like attracting those artists from all over the world is making a very big difference, and the event is very selective and very niche for a high-end selective kind of clientele. Showing Egypt in this way, from the exhibition side and from in a very specific way like this, is such of a great impact on us. Like the number of travelers that have been visiting the promenade is increasing, the event is even extending, and it's having a very strong impact that Egypt has a very wide variety of talent that need to be shown.
Mm-hmm. And sir, you know, many, if not all, the artists who came from abroad to participate in the event, they really all spoke about the positive vibes. The mind, let's say, relaxation, the way they, when they go out from the place, they feel that they cleanse their spirit, that there's something which happened inside them. And they act as our ambassadors, speaking not only about the monuments, but about what the experience added to them. If you want to also elaborate on that.
It's already known that the Giza Plateau, the Pyramids Plateau, is full of energy, and it's a very holistic place as well.
Yeah.
And for this artists as well, who are as well coming from with very different talents, and they see things from a different perspective, they can feel as well how they can be attached to the destination or to the location in particular. So with the creativity that they have and the openness that they have, for them it's like I would say like a dream venue for anyone to be present at.
Yeah. And we hope that this is going to be repeated in many other events, whether artistic, sportive, or whatever, because simply we do deserve to host millions of visitors from all over the world, and our tourism sites really deserve to have even a better position when it comes to the world tourism map. Dr. Muhammad Qaoud, our tourism expert, thank you very much for your input, sir, and have a very good night. Right after the short break, we are going to return back with more, so stay tuned. And to the exciting world of sports. Just a few minutes ago, Al Ahly did it, and they achieved victory. They won their match against Al Ain of the United Arab Emirates. Having trailed their popularity across the Arabian Peninsula during the last 2 months, Al Ahly returned to hospitality, but Al Ain were not able to confront Al Ahly's super form by all its players in all domains. Tickets, by the way, were sold out at Cairo International Stadium, and Kohler's team recently triumphed in the Egyptian Super Cup last week, and home fans hope for a similar result tonight, and in fact it was a better result as it ended 3-0 for Al Ahly. The goals were scored by Wissam Abu Ali, Imam Ashur, and the last goal was scored by Mohammed Magdi Afsha in a penalty, and by this Al Ahly is going to continue in the wonderful streak of victories and to compete in more international competitions. The first match of Al Ahly is going to be in December, inshallah. and to shed more light on Al Ahli's win. We are very much delighted to have with us via phone our sports analyst Aziz Abu Hamar. Hello, sir. A very good evening.
Good evening to you and to everyone.
Sir, many voices were saying that Al Ahli did it and succeeded to clinch this win over Al Ain because they paid respect for Al Ain as a heavyweight team and as a team which is really including a number or a bundle of professionals who showed their talents, headed of course by our Moroccan great player Soufiane Rahimi. How do you see this as one of the points of strength of Al Ahli tonight and the formation with which Kohler started the game?
Yeah, first of all, I just want to just say a quick thing that just now His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan issued a pardon for the 3 players of Al-Zamalek who were accused in the Super Cup between Ahli and Zamalek and UAE. So we thank His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, President of the United Arab Emirates, too much for this hint. Secondly, we go to your point. Yes, you are very much right. Al Ain, as everyone knows, is the champion of Asia, and the win in the final of the Asian Champions League against another strong heavyweight Asian favorite, which is Al Hilal of Saudi Arabia. I was in following with the Al Ain audience yesterday in the States, and they were very much optimistic because their team is really very strong with quite professional players like Rahimi and others. Today Al Ahli produced a very brilliant performance in Cairo Stadium, and I want to tell you that today is the victory record 12 for Al Ahli in a row in Cairo Stadium in the outside competition. Anyway, Al Ahli was very good today, was very strong team, produced a brilliant performance and scored 3 goals, and dominating almost the match against Al Ain. In the meantime, we have to excuse Al Ain. It's first time Al Ain faced or stand off against an Egyptian opponent, which first time against any Egyptian opponent. They were not lucky enough to meet Al Ahli. Al Ain, second time only they play in Egypt. They played before with Al Wahda in the Super Cup, UAE Super Cup, if we remember. Al Ahli has never lost against any UAE team during the match. Al Ahli was the king of today's match. Now, as you said, Al Ahli to the semi-final, and he will play in December in Qatar. And normally Al Ahli also is doing well in Qatar, so we are waiting for Al Ahli in Qatar.
We hope so, and we hope that Al Ahli is going to continue with the same streak, sir, of victories, of course. But let me return back, if you permit me, to the match and to say that every player of Al Ahli today was in form, from Mohammed Al-Shenawi to the youngest player in the different lines of Al Ahli. But Imam Ashur and Wissam Abu Ali, in addition to Akram Tawfiq, it seemed that there was such a link among those 3 in specific, which ended with the first goal of Wissam Abu Ali, the second superb goal by Imam Ashur, and all the time you are going to find that each of Al Ahli players, even the strikers, they did have defensive missions, and vice versa, of course. How do you see this in specific?
Very, very strong point. Mohammed Al-Shenawi was excellent. He finished the match with a very much valuable clean sheet. And yes, it was Imam Ashur's time that he really excelled and produced some of what he had. He's a good player. He did not do so well in the last couple of matches or 3 matches for Al Ahli. So today he was excellent. And as you said, the Palestinian Wissam, he knitted the first goal, and he was very much vigilant. He made so many. He makes the defense line of Al Ain. They're feeling uneasy. It was very good, very good point. But also in the middle there was Akram Tawfiq who was Abdel today, as you said. Yes, Al Ahly produced a good performance because at least 6 players of
in fact, it was one of the best of Al Ahly games in the last even few months, not weeks, and we hope that this is going to continue the same way. Al Ahly today was representing Egypt, so congratulations for Cairo Red Devils, and we hope that the standings of Cairo International Stadium are going all the time to be filled with the spectators to cheer for their national team and for their teams. Right after the short break, we are going to return back with more, so stay tuned.